Hello and welcome back. Today we have the fourth part of the Hachette Partworks Limited The Dalek build from Doctor Who. If you've been watching the other videos, you'll know this is a 1/2 scale replica of the Dalek as it appeared in the 2005 episode of the same name. We've previously started the eye stalk and the dome of the Dalek. We are now moving on to part 4. So part 4, we get our magazine, same cover as always. This part looks like we will be building the eye, sorry, not the eye, one of the lights and the eye stalk holder. Opening it, we get a nice shot of the Dalek. Contents, a look at the various Dalek models. A summary of Asylum of the Daleks. Interesting that they're doing the episodes out of order. Last issue obviously looked at the Dead Planet. You get some background facts, various pictures, summary of the episode, anatomy of the Dalek, which gives us a look at the Dalek eye stalk this time. And then we have our instructions. So let's get down to opening this up, taking a look at what we get, and building it. And here we have the 4th package. As we've started seeing, these are being sent in brown box with tissue paper as their protector. They are nicely packed. They're not likely to get damaged in transit, and obviously this is nice and environmental friendly. So here we have the various bits packed away. Let's open these up and get a look. So we get a ping pong ball, which will obviously be our light cover. We get our actual LED light. We get a gear joint and corresponding parts to the gear. Okay, unwrapping all of these, it's almost like Christmas. We get the ice light stalk cover. That's made of an ABS plastic. We're seeing a lot of other bits being built of metal, so I'm not too worried about that. Being a plastic, and it probably helps weight and assembly, etc. Apart from the light cover, we get what will likely be a bunch of screws. Let's open those first, shall we? Okay, so we get the Dalek name tag slash what they are calling the data plate. Where'd that go? There we go. Data plate. getting a bunch of screws. Let's put those to one side. They are marked as AP. The various screws, while similar in size, are used for different parts, so don't mix them up. Three longer silver screws. BP, that'll be some more screws. Yeah, so some smaller screws here. As I said, you don't want to mix them up because while they are the same size, some are designed for plastic, some are designed for metal. There we go. And our AM screws. And then finally we have the cowling for the eye stalk. And that is made of a nice solid metal. I get some nice silver paint for the bolts. It's really nicely done, otherwise it's a solid bronze. Okay, let's get down to assembly. So initially we will be fitting the data plate, which has now gone wonky. Oh, it's there, nice and safe. That just pushes in nice and tight. The only way you're then getting that out is by pushing it from behind. Pegs are different sizes, so you can only get it in one way, so you're not going to make any mistakes there. Move that to one side. Then we are looking at how the cowl will fit onto the dome. So it'll be going over this part here. There are some metal hooks which are going to go into these two tabs up here. And then it just fits nicely into place. You can see this gives a nice moulded seam between the other bits of the plate, and then we need to take 4 AM screws. Again, that's why I'm saying don't mix up the screws. And the screws will fit into, the screws will go into these two and these two ports. So I'm going to get these screwed in and then I'll be right back. And there we have the 4 screws in place. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's a little awkward to get in. I had a bit of trouble with that solely because these other screw ports make getting the angle awkward. Otherwise they do go in easy enough. Screw them in, same as always, firm pressure on either side, and they'll tighten up nicer. Now put this to one side while we look at the light. So we need our housing and the glass. This is just ABS plastic, so there's no chance that you're going to accidentally smash it or something. Just got to find the right way to fit this together. Okay, I see. So, I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera, but there is an L there, and there are 2 peg points. These are different sizes and need to line up with their respective size. So it's all about finding the right spot for them. And there we go. So weirdly, the L's go on the opposite side of each other, but they do slide in. Once you've got them around the right way, they slide into place without issue. So we can now put that to one side for the time being, and we now need to look at the light and its circuit. Do we need to test this at some point? Yes, we will be testing it in due course. Okay, so initially we take our ping pong ball, then fit that over the bulb. This is just a push fit connection, so it's just, there we go. Takes a bit of firm pressure to get it all the way down. You obviously want to be careful that you don't accidentally smash the bulb itself. Then we will be taking this and fitting it into our housing. So again, there's different size ports for the holes to slide into, and once they're aligned correctly they will just slide in. Then we just need to fit 2 of our AP screws. The screws will go into either of these ports here. So let me get these screwed in and we'll be back. And we have the 2 screws tightly in place. Now we need to test the battery. Here you can see the bulb in its housing. It does look quite nice. Need our battery tester or light tester from previous issues. I always keep the batteries separate so that there can be no leakage or anything else when this is not in use. Switch. And we need to plug this in. So we're plugging this into the port next to the main circuit. Okay. So when we switch this on, this should flash. It's probably going to be quite dim, but they've noted that once this is all fully assembled, the lights will be brighter. So I switch that on, and oh, there it is already, you can see it. Slowly. This is really quite cool. And now that's done, we can take this apart and put it to one side. So again, just carefully you might want a pair of tweezers or something to get that removed. Let's see if I've got mine. Get that removed, put it to one side, remove the batteries and put those to one side, and then we can put our tester away. Okay, now we are going to take the dome and fit the light into place. So this light is for the left hand side. There is a left, an L and an R on the dome, so it's easy to know which way they're going. Just feed the wire through. Okay, I see, and there should be two little holes, and again these peg ports will be fitting through into those, which will help hold it into place while it gets screwed down. So again, this is just about making sure you've got this the right way around and it's lined up properly. There we go. There it is. Let me get this fitted into place and then we'll be back. Once that's fitted into place, we just need to take our Allen key and drop it, apparently. So it's nice and held together, and we just take our Allen key and screw this into place. this and then I'll be out. There we go. That's tightly in place. Now we need to go get our eye stalk and fit that into place. I had the wire tucked away for safety. I think that's stuck. Just feed the wire through. Feed the eye through till it rests nicely. And we need our cover. Okay, so I don't know how you're going to sew this, but the eye needs to be that way. And the fitting will go through the wire. And we want to take our gear cover a little bit fiddly. Okay, once that's fitted in, we need two AP screws. So I'm going to get these screwed in and then we'll be back. Okay, we have that screwed into place. The light cable needs to run through the recess. Then we just take our cover, clip that into place, and we're taking 4 BP screws to screw those in. So I'm going to get these screwed in and then we'll be back. And we're back. So all it is screwing in this into place. And then that and the instructions tell you just to tape down the eye stalk wire so it doesn't get caught or weakened. But that is issue 4 complete. This is definitely coming along nicely. As I mentioned at the first couple of issues, the eye stalk on its own makes a really nice display piece, and I think once the dome's done, even when we're waiting the rest of this, is going to make a really nice display piece. As you can see here, the eye's got plenty of movement. Presumably the head will rotate. We know the lights are eyed up. This is coming along really nicely, especially given that we're only 4 issues in. That is issue 4 complete. Coming up in issue 5, we will be getting a panel for the dome and the light bulb for the second headlamp. It says first on here, but well, given that was our first, this will be the second. There will be some more Into the Vortex stuff and Adventures in Time and Space. So until then, thank you for watching. If you've missed any of the others, there is a playlist for this, and I will be back soon.